Okay, hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are talking about how did I personally write not one but two best-selling books and how you can too. How many people here really would like to learn how to become an author in 11 days? That's right. How can you become an author in 11 days? How do you write a book in 11 days with simple 7 steps? These are the same 7 steps that I have personally practiced in my life, and I'm going to share that with you in the next 5 minutes only. So, how many people here really want to become best selling authors? Quickly type in the chat window B for best, S for selling, A for author, BSA. Come on, quickly, everyone type in the chat window BSA, which means best selling author. I wanted to become a best-selling author from the first time I read my first book in my life, which was Unlimited Power by Anthony Robbins. The moment I read that book, I knew I wanted to become a best-selling author, and it is the best way to be part of the world forever. Why? Because when you leave the world, the book is still part of the world. The knowledge is still part of the world. A part of your soul, a part of you will always be with the world when you write a book. So, how many people here would really love to learn the secret of how do you write this book in just 11 days with 7 simple steps? Type in I in the chat window one more time, and we start with learning how do you really write 11 days book, 7 steps only, simple steps which I personally follow. Here we go. Now, those people who are meeting me for the very first time, my name is Mitesh Khatri. I and my wife Indu Khatri, we are law of attraction coaches and best-selling authors of these two books. This one is Awaken the Leader in You. As you see, the logo says they're a national bestseller, and this is the law of attraction. Now, what are the exact steps that I personally practiced when I was writing this book? I'm telling you the same 7 steps, and I'm telling you if you follow these 7 steps for the next 11 days, you can complete a book, which is a 11 chapters book. The usual standard of writing a book should be about 11 chapters. Of course, you can write more, you can write less, but about 11 chapters is what is good. So I'm giving you 11 days challenge with these 7 steps. What are these 7 steps? If you don't watch this whole video till the 7th step, you won't be able to complete this challenge. So please make sure you are with me till the very end. And then I want you to make sure that later you in the chat window tell me exactly what was the 7 steps as a recap. How many of you are ready to make notes and you promise me that you will post the recap of all my 7 steps in the end so that not only you can learn, but many other people can also get learning from this? Perfect. Let's start with step number 1. Here we go. What topic to write the book on? Everybody says, what do I write the book on? And my answer is always very, very simple. Write your book on the basis of your strength. That's right. If you want to build success, success only can be built on success. If you want to make a wall, one brick wall goes on the other brick wall and on the other brick, and that's how you make a wall. You have to work on your strengths. You have to work on what you're really good at. Do not try to write a book on something that you're fascinated about. Do not try to write a book on something that you think sells in the market. People are always looking for the right topic to write on. There is no right topic. There is only strength topic. Everyone, please type in ST, which means strength topic. Always write a book based on your strengths. For an example, you may be good at dancing, then write a book on dancing. You'll be surprised. One of our platinum members, her name is um, Madhura. Her daughter, I remember, has written a book on dancing. That's because she's very good at dancing herself. What am I trying to say here? Write a book on something that you're good at. Are you good at cooking? Everyone tell me, what are you good at? What's your strength? Maybe you're good at cooking. Maybe you're good at creating a YouTube channel. Maybe you're good at public speaking. Maybe you're good at law of attraction. Maybe you're good at hypnosis. Maybe you're good at, I don't know, dancing. Maybe you're good at organizing the cupboard. What are you good at? Take that one topic, start with something that you're really, really strong at first. Okay, that's step number 1. Once you've achieved the step number 1, then we go to step number 2, which is create a list of topics randomly. Randomly, what does that mean? Think about your book and whatever chapters come to your mind, whatever topics come to your mind, don't try to create a sequence first. First, make a note of all your topics randomly. Whatever comes to your mind, whatever comes to your mind, just keep making notes, keep making notes. What are the topics that you can include? For an example, cooking. What can you include? Type of masalas, right? Well, dancing, what can you include? Types of dancing methods. So think about what are the number of topics that you can put in the book based on your strength. Now remember, if your topic now if you're not writing a book based on your strength, you will not be able to make many list of topics because that's not your strength. So step number one is compulsory, make it based on your strength. Step number two, make a list of topics randomly on one page. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't think about chapter number one, chapter number two, chapter number three. Randomly keep making steps. That is step number two. How many of you thinking so far this is simple? Step one, write any book based on your strength. Step two, randomly make a list. If you're finding this already simple, type in S for simple in the chat window right now. And then later I'll answer some questions regarding these steps. But for now, is this making sense? Is this simple so far? If yes, type an S in the chat window. Now going to the third step, create a logical sequence of topics. First, you made a list of random topics. Now you take these random topics and you create like a jigsaw puzzle where you logically start thinking, saying, hey, the step number one has to be this, the step number two has to be this, the step number three has to be this. Now, this is what is called as your index. What is your index? The first page of any book has that index, right? Where all the chapters are there, all the topics are there. I would consider that you would write about 11 chapters. That is why I'm also giving you 11 days challenge. 11 chapters. Now, what are these 11 chapters? Step number two, first create random list of topics and now pick and choose which one goes first, which one goes second, which one goes third. And believe me, after you've randomly written down all the topics, it's very easy to now rearrange these topics based on your strength. You will understand what comes first, what comes second, what comes third. Okay. Now going to point number four. Write one chapter in 2 hours max. That's right. Write one chapter in 2 hours max. Everyone type in 1-2 hours. What does that mean? One chapter, 2 hours only. I personally followed this exercise, and I remember I was not able to write a book for 1 year once upon a time. And the reason was because every time I've sat to write, I was trying to keep thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking, and every time I would try to correct the book. What I did was I made this decision one day. I went to Starbucks, true story. I went to Starbucks restaurant in Pune, Aund area, and I sat there with a coffee and I said, max two coffees, 2 hours, I'm going to finish this chapter and go home. 14 days, I finished my book. Not 11 days. In my case, I took 14 days because I finished 14 chapters at that point of time and I finished my book in 14 days. This is how I wrote my book. One chapter, 2 hours only. Don't overthink it. Simply focus on one chapter on 2 hours. Once you've done this, now we go to the next step. Write it for one person, make it a personal conversation. Everyone type in MIP, which means make it personal. I don't know if some of you here have read my book, but I've got this compliment many times that Mitesh, one of the reasons we love your book because it feels as if you are talking to me. Anybody here can agree with that if you've already read my book? Type in yes in the chat window quickly if you agree with this step. I've personally got this compliment so many times, and I'll tell you why, because I've written the book very strategically. While writing the book, I was not writing the book for thousands of people. I was not writing the book for millions of people. I was keeping that one person in my mind who's my audience, right? So, for an example, when I'm writing the Law of Attraction book, I'm writing for that one person who's really interested in learning what is Law of Attraction. When I'm writing the leadership book, I'm writing about that one person for whom leadership is very important. And then while writing a book, I'm making it very, very personal. I'm constantly in my mind thinking, I'm not writing this book for many people. I'm just writing this book for one person. So when I'm writing my statements also, I'm talking to the person as if I'm having a conversation in the book because I'm literally thinking only about one person right now, right? So my kakas, for example, here. So imagine if I was writing this book, I'm only keeping in my mind saying my kaka. So I'm writing this book for my kaka and I'm answering his questions in the book. If you keep that one person in your mind in this entire book, your book will be written simply, and the best part, it will feel like a conversation for your reader because it will feel absolutely personal in a conversation. After that part, here is the next step that I personally followed to make my book. Every chapter must have a problem and solution. A lot of people ask me, Matesh, how do I decide what do I put in that one chapter? Simple. For each chapter, what I personally did was I made a list of problems first. Like, what are the list of problems related to that topic that I want to solve for my reader? Not readers, just reader. Remember, one person, make it personal. So I said, okay, The first problem that my readers have is they don't believe in law of attraction. Okay. The second problem my readers have is they don't understand, they don't have scientific proof about law of attraction. So, okay, that's the problem in chapter number one. The solution is the exact opposite of the problem. I'm solving these problems in the chapter number one. Is this now making sense to all of you? If you are good at what you're doing, if you're writing a book based on your strength, this is very easy for you. Type in easy, everyone type in the chat window quickly. If you agree that if you're writing a book based on your strength, this part is very easy, right? Like for an example, if you're doing dancing again and you're writing a book on dancing, what is the step number one? Maybe the problem that you're solving in step number one or chapter number one is that, hey, people believe that they cannot learn to dance. Now you're giving a solution to them, saying, I'll show you, I'll convince you that yes, you can dance. Anybody can dance. Remember that movie ABCD, anybody can dance. So, bottom line is, every chapter I made a list of problems and I started solving those problems. Because by the end of the chapter, people were getting some solutions in the book. That is why people were hooked onto the book. Another compliment I got from my book was that, Mitesh, once I started reading your book, I could not stop. How many people here have had that experience with my book? If you have, type in the chat window, could not stop, CNS, quickly in the chat window. I will know that you're probably one of my readers and you've probably had that experience too. Now, why people were not able to stop reading the book? It was not about Mitesh Khatri. It's not about me. It's not about my book. It's not even about the content. The reason they could not stop reading the book is because they were reading about their problems. And when I was talking about their problems very personally to them in the book, they actually felt as if, oh, this is what I'm going through. This is what I'm going through. And that is why they're not able to stop reading the book. By the end of the chapter, they're reading solutions. Like, wow, this is the solution I've been waiting for. That is why people can't stop reading the book. So if you really want your reader to start reading and not keep the book down, don't try to make it impressive. The agenda is not to impress somebody. The focus here should not be you being the hero of the book. Don't try to do that. That's the wrong thing to do. The right thing to do in the book is focus on giving value to your reader. How do you give value? Make a list of problems of that particular chapter. Make a list of solutions that you will give to that person in that particular chapter. How many people here promise me that when you're writing the book, whether it's your first or the second book based on the steps that I'm giving you today here, type in IP, I promise that you will not focus on being a great author in front of your reader. You will focus on adding value and solving problems for your reader. Type in IP, I promise. If you agree that you should focus on adding value, you should focus on solving problems for your reader, not trying to be the hero in front of your reader. Then you'll not have anxiety. Then you'll not have tension. Then you'll not have self doubt. See, this is how I removed the self doubt because I was not focusing on myself. I was simply focusing on the reader's problems, the reader's solution, reader's problems, reader's solutions. Now let's look at what is step number 7. Now, this is the step that makes the book a bestseller. This is the step. It's not marketing only. It's what you give in the book that really makes people get something out of it, because of which the book becomes a bestseller. Then people refer this book to more and more and more people. Majority of my book sales have happened because my own book readers have recommended that book to many other people. Why? Because of this particular step here. Every chapter must have an assignment to create results. That's right. Every chapter must have an assignment to create results. If you're giving them a step-by-step assignment at the end of every chapter, and you're saying, okay, so now you've learned this is the problem, this is the solution, let me give you action steps, let me give you an assignment. If you follow this assignment, you will get this particular result. Inspire them, motivate them, give them step-by-step action, give them a step-by-step assignment. Believe me, if people have read till the last part of the chapter of any book in the world, that means they are serious about getting results in their life. Well, now give them the assignment, they will take action. If they take action, they will get results. If they get results, they will recommend your book to more people. If they recommend your book to more people, you will become a best-selling author. Is that making sense to all of you? Type in BSA one more time. These are the 7 steps for being a best-selling author. So now that I've given you these 7 steps, yes, I'll give you a recap of all these 7 steps. But before that, here is my challenge for all of you. 11 days challenge. Can I ask you to start writing a book starting today with, if not today, maximum tomorrow? Schedule yourself. But are you willing to accept this 11 days challenge? Type in 11 days accepted. Come on, 11DA. If you're accepting this 11 days challenge, what I want you to do is either today or tomorrow, whenever you decide, start that 11 days challenge with that day one where you've done the exact exercises which I've told you for these 7 steps. And if you do that, not only will you be able to become a best-selling author, the good thing about that, you're leaving a mark in the universe. You're leaving a sign of you in the universe even when you're leaving the world. It will be your legacy in the universe, right? There are many, many more benefits of writing a book. There are many, many more benefits of being an author. How many of you think I should make an entire course on how to write a book? Some of you interested in that? Tell me yes in the chat window, and we'll soon introduce that course as well. Perfect. Now, those of you who have any specific questions regarding these 7 steps, start doing a recap for me in the chat window. Tell me exactly what these 7 steps are. Let's see how many people were making notes. One go, 7 steps in the chat window. Let's see how many people were making notes here. While some of you are making notes, if some of you here would like to be part of my basic law of attraction 30 days challenge, we call it daily magic practice, DMP. If you're really committed to practicing magic every day with me and getting results from daily magic practice, join my 30 days challenge, where every single day you and I will work together in a group of more than 600 people live. Every day the community size is growing, and we have a lot of fun every night at 9 p.m. Monday to Friday. Saturday we meet at 6 p.m. Sunday is a holiday. And every day we practice affirmations, we practice law of attraction, we practice having high frequency every single day. The kind of results people are getting are just mind blowing. So, if some of you are interested, come and join me at the 30 days challenge here. Now, let's see if you have any specific questions about these specific 7 steps, and let's see how many people here have been able to write down what the 7 steps are that I have already told you. Remember, that's a challenge that you accepted in the very beginning of this video, that you'll do a recap of my 7 steps. Let's go. Okay, here's the first question. Can we get the link here? What's the cost? Can you get the link here? Yeah, Ritesh, can we maybe add the link of the Amazon book over here? So yeah, so I'm asking my team member now. His name is Ritesh. He's one of the most important members of our team, and he's right now putting in the link where you can go to Amazon and you can get the book, both the books, Law of Attraction, Awaken the Leader in You. He'll give you the list. Okay, random list of topics. That was very good point. But what was the sequence? I did not start with random list of topics. What did I start with? Perfect, Pallavi. Start working on your strength, random list of topics, sequence of topics, problems and solutions in every chapter, and assignments on results. Very nice. Everyone type in CCP, which means clap, clap for Pallavi. Come on, quickly, everyone type in CCP. She was the first person to put all the 7 steps in one go. Awesome. If you have any specific questions now, quickly ask, because as usual, we want to keep this video short, crisp, and really value added, full of power. So we'll answer maximum 4-5 questions related to today's 7 steps, and we'll move on from there. Okay, let's see what is the first question of the day. हिंदी में book नहीं है आपकी. SG, my book of law of attraction is in Marathi right now because I'm from Maharashtra. This book was published in Hindi. अभी तक मराठी में है, हिंदी में अभी तक आई नहीं, but कोशिश करेंगे कि फ्यूचर में हम हिंदी में भी इसको जरूर प्रिंट करेंगे. Okay, question. What if I don't have any strength? ज्योति, ऐसा होता ही नहीं है दुनिया में. आप अपने पेरेंट्स से पूछो, अपने बेस्ट फ्रेंड से पूछो, अपने लाइफ पार्टनर से पूछो. When you ask your loved ones what your strengths are, you'll get a long list of these strengths. You're just underestimating yourself. Believe me, we are all magical. We are all having strengths in life. Recognize what's yours. Okay. Okay. Next question. Oh, that's also by Divine Devas. Very good. All the 7 steps are there as a recap. Good vibes. Do I need to have much experience before writing? Well, not experience, but strength. What do I mean by that? If you're really good at something, only then write a book on that particular chapter or on that particular topic, because otherwise, when you're writing the book, you will not be able to solve problems for people in that particular book, right? You need depth in any knowledge when you're writing that particular book. And that is why I say step number 1 is focus on your strength, or choose a topic which is your strength to write the book. Going to the next question. The English, sir, I'm not able to find. The English book, okay. What is the name of the book? The Marathi book is called as Law of Attraction. Right now, my team member will give you the link, and it's available in English right now. I just saw the book is available right now in English. The link that Ritesh has posted is the same link. Marathi book link, please. Okay, we'll put the Marathi link as well for you. Perfect. I think with that, all the steps today are very, very clear. So I'm going to close this video here. But before I close, I'm going to do a quick recap for all of you. These are the 7 steps again. Step number 1, write a book based on your strength. Step number 2, create a list of topics randomly. Step number 3, make sure you now create a sequence of these steps properly, logically. After that, now you make sure you write one chapter in maximum 2 hours. And then you make sure you write it for one person, make it very, very personal as a conversation. And then make sure that every chapter must have a problem and a solution. And finally, every chapter must have an assignment to create results. I've personally done these steps, so I know it's possible to finish your book in 11 days. Just follow these steps, okay? Those of you who are watching this video, not live, but probably later because you missed this live video. If you don't want to miss my live videos next time, hit the like button, share this video with people. Most importantly, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. So every time I'm doing these YouTube live videos, you'll get an email notification directly by YouTube that, hey, Mitesh is going live on this particular topic at this particular time. That way, you'll never miss any of my future videos. Please do share this video with as many friends as you can so that we can help more and more people write a book and become best-selling authors. Thank you very much, everyone. Once again, I'll see you soon in the next video with another surprising topic. What is the topic? Hit the bell icon after you subscribe. You will get an email with my next surprise topic. See you soon. Bye-bye.